Shalom, shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Waharakah Kadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honors to you, brothers out there in the highways and the byways, teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. And if you're from the UK, you'll be familiar with this guy, Matt Hancock, man. I mean, this devil is a habitual liar, and just like the devil, when he getting caught out in his lies, he's good at framing his facial features to look like he's confused or he's sorry or whatever. These people, these devils are very good at what they do, man. And the fact that a devil like this can be in seats of power shows you exactly what this world and this society is all about. You know, when you can have people like Matt Hancock and Boris Johnson, and to be honest with you, we're singling these guys out, but they're all a bunch of devils. This whole kingdom is based upon lies and deceit. And when we get into the kingdom, even some brothers are gonna be surprised to the extent of how much lying Esau really was doing on this side of the world. How many events were orchestrated and scripted. This man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. But watch this devil in action.
A lot of people will want a clearer answer. If you didn't do it for the money, and you did say before you went in that you were going to be making a substantial donation of your fee to charity, you got paid £330,000. You've kept £310,000 of it. You've only given, or rather, no, £320,000. You've only given £10,000.
Look, he's acting all confused, like he don't know, like he don't know what's. You see, this devil. The Bible says the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. Esau is not an idiot. He's a fool, but he's not an idiot. They're very calculated about everything they do, right? But they, when they get caught out, all of a sudden they're confused, and I'm not quite sure of the numbers. Bullshit. But this is the bull. This is what's going on out here.
To charities, which is a tiny fraction of the fee. So if the money wasn't important to you, why have you held on to most of it?
Well, I did absolutely give some of the money to charity.
£10,000.
Yeah, and they're two brilliant charities.
No,
£10,000 ain't even 10%, man. This guy's taking a piss.
10,000. I'm talking about the amount, not the charities. £10,000.
If you didn't do it for the money, why not give the money to the causes which need it?
I said I didn't primarily do it for the money, but also,
if you've only given £10,000,
basically you were just saying what you needed to say to garner the support of the people and manipulate the minds of the people. And that's Esau Edom, man. That's the way of Esau. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right. Let's get Psalms, the 10th chapter. Right. This is Esau, man. Psalm 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Everything this devil does is to the end of oppressing the poor so that they could be mega rich. Not just rich, they want to be mega rich. And they'll do whatever it takes. And these politicians are basically middlemen. They're guys that are set up to serve the super elite in destroying the people. And when I say destroy the people, I mean it. The reason these top Edomites can be unbelievably wealthy is that money, that wealth has to come from somewhere. And that's why, for instance, I was watching a program today about Congo. And a lot of them people there in Congo are people, they're Israelites, man. I've met a lot of people from Congo. They're Jakes. They're over there for these tech companies and these executives from these tech companies and from all over the world, mainly East, or like Apple and Microsoft, and all these different companies, right? In order for them to be making billions upon billions, right? And I mean, a billion is 1,000 million. I mean, individual people earning this kind of money, right? You have to have that child, the 8-year-old child in a damn mine somewhere in Congo, working for $50 a day, digging out that cobalt. Now they could still be rich, and that child can be paid fair money so that they don't have to live in squalor. But Esau gonna do whatever he can to maximize the money that he makes. Do you understand? These people are not humanitarian. They could have more than enough money beyond what they even need, But that's not enough for them. That's why the Bible says there is death and cannot be satisfied. They could make 1 billion or they could make 50 billion. But the making the 1 billion would mean that even the people that's at the bottom could be not rich, but they could be alright. You know what I'm saying? Esau don't care about that. Esau would rather make the 10 billion and have people dying and, working themselves to death and living in squalor. Esau don't give a fuck. And in order for all that to be performed, these politicians have to play their role. And their role is to manage that whole situation and gloss over it and make sure that it's all running smooth for these corporations and these elite Edomites to basically strip mine the world and strip mine the people. All right? So they persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. These people are covetous, man. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts, all right? They're not guided by the righteousness of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They're guided by their own lusts, by their own pride, their greed, yeah? His ways are always grievous. That's why this man's system to this day is a grievous system to the poor to this day. And all you gotta do is search up how these men are getting all the cobalt and these minerals from Congo. And the way these and they're going like these men got satellites. They know exactly what's going on in Congo. They don't give a fuck. But these are these good Christian people that care about the babies, that want to fight against poverty. Well, you can easily fight against poverty by paying your miners more money. You'd still be filthy rich. Your miners would just not be living in squalor. They don't give a fuck. You understand? They don't give a fuck. Trust me. They don't give a damn. They know what's going on. But it's nothing but modern day slavery. These are the same people playing the same games. And it's all about their own gain. They don't give a fuck about nobody, man. Michael Jackson told you this already. They don't care. They sleep good at night with their 50 yachts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sights. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. And that's how these devils operate. That's how their system is designed. And you don't get to partake in their system unless you have the same spirit. If you want to get up in Esau society, you have to serve that spirit. You can't be a politician or get up in industry if you don't serve that system. The system is going to cast you out. You cannot be a righteous man in this world and excel and rise to the top, because this system is Esau's system and it's designed for mischief. It's designed for fraud and deceit. You cannot be a man of truth, because this whole society, this whole system from the top is set up through evil and lies and deceit, man. So that's why you see people like Matt Hancock in the positions that they're in. Because he couldn't get to the position that he got to in politics by being a man of truth, because he doesn't serve the truth. The politicians are there to serve the elites, and they're of deceit. You have to serve them. The devil, Satan. Okay? And I got to bring out Psalms 144. That's why we need to be delivered. We need to be delivered. You understand? Because there's no good here for us. As long as Esau, Edom is in rulership, the system will be what it is. Psalms 144 and 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children. And you might say, oh, what about the Jake? The Jakes that come up in his system, they are of their father, the devil. They have to be on Esau's timing. If you're a Jake and you don't assist Esau in his devilry, then Esau ain't gonna use you. These politicians, they're tools. So when you see Jake up in the system, they're not for their people, and they're not for righteousness. They have to be as wicked as Esau is, because that's the system that they're in. If they do righteousness, they'll be cast down and ostracized, and that's that. This isn't no place for no righteous man, right? Psalms 144 and 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is the right hand of falsehood. Skullduggery, propaganda, lies, deceit, underhandedness. We have to be delivered from these people. That's the only way that we can live. Because you can't really live under a system like this. This system isn't for us to live. It's for us to be punished, man. And to be oppressed always. And destroyed. Shalom.